What's up, everyone? We have the results of the latest veto competition, plus fans start to suspect something that could potentially be rigged is happening. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Right before we get started, if you are new around here, please hit the subscribe button. It really doesn't take a lot of effort just to click that button, and also click the like button. I do live feed updates here every single day, so you can become a Big Brother expert in just 10 minutes if you're out the loop, if you don't know what's going on, if you got any questions. Just pop by here once a day and you'll be a BB expert in no time. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to help me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to go one step further, I'd appreciate if you would consider buying me a coffee by hitting up my PayPal link in the description below, or hitting up the super thanks down below, because boy, it takes a lot of coffee to get through a Big Brother season. Let's jump right into the veto results, but alongside the veto results comes a little bit of a conspiracy. Now, hardcore Big Brother fans will definitely know more on this topic. Newer fans, maybe not so much. Or maybe you have been a long time fan and you just haven't known about this. But Joseph was picked again to compete in the veto competition. He has competed in all, if not one but all, of the veto competitions so far this season. And there's been 5, right? And people are going, why? What's going on there? What are the chances of 16 house guests enter and Joseph gets picked every single week to compete? I don't know if I want to speak too much on that one, because of course they pull chips off the box. But I remember Ian Terry saying something a few years ago. Ian, the winner of Big Brother 14, he returned again in Big Brother Flop Stars in 22. Wonderful Ian, love him. I remember him doing an interview saying that he remembers putting his hand into the veto chip draw thing one time when there was only a certain amount of house guests left. And he said he remembers feeling way more chips than there was house guests left in. So the only safe thing to assume there is that potentially, I've been so careful with my words here, potentially more chips with certain names have been placed in said box. Read between the lines, folks. Read between the lines. But yeah, I don't know. After I read Ian saying that, I was like, But I don't know. I think it comes as no surprise, because if we go way back in the day, they used to spin a wheel to decide who was going to be in veto competition. Then all of a sudden it switched to hidden in a box where anything could come out. Because, say for instance, somebody's chugging along and they've got no option but to win veto, and maybe for storyline purposes of the show, certain people making it further would be better television. I think it would make sense as to why more would be throwing it. Tucker, Tyler, all these different people. Mickey. Yeah. I don't know if that's the case with Joseph or is it coincidence, but I'd love everybody to let me know the thoughts in the comment section below. Okay, veto results, and we have a great veto competition that has returned after a while. It's been a few years. I think it was 21 was the last time it happened, from memory. But we have the return of Hide and Go Veto! It's back, folks! Hide and Go Veto is back. To those newer fans around here, this is a great veto competition where each house guest is given a veto to hide in the house. You could put it in the fridge, you could put it under a mattress, you could stuff it in the cereal box, you could put it down the toilet, you could put it anywhere you want, and basically the last person whose veto is found by the house, by the competitors in the veto competition, wins the power of veto. So the nominees, of course, played Brooklyn, Cam, and why am I mind going blank? Quinn, plus the head of household Tucker, and the two people, Joseph and Mackenzie, picked alongside. And the winner of the power of veto is, do a little drum roll in your head or something, make this a little bit more exciting. It is Tucker. Well done to Tucker for winning the power of veto. He remains in control of his own head of household. But is he going to discard the veto or use it? Because this is Tucker we are talking about. So anyways, congratulations to Tucker. That man is an animal. He is a comp beast. It's funny because I've seen a lot of people saying we can't use the equitable comp excuse. But here's the difference. Like, Tucker's actually won strategy comps. He's won physical comps. He's won social comps. He's done them across the board. And I think that just overall proves he's not just a physical competitor. He's a comp beast. He's not good at the social game of Big Brother, but when it comes to comps, he's just good across the board. But anyways, well done to Tucker. And if I'm being honest with y'all, I don't think he's necessarily even going to discard the veto. I think he's going to use it, and we're going to talk about that. If you are a Big Brother fan just like I am, then you should subscribe to Paramount Plus in the description below. You can catch the live feeds and the house guests 24/7 in real time as we watch the house guests bicker and shout and argue and blow up and game talk and all that wonderful stuff that comes with being a Big Brother fan. It's 3 months a year, and don't miss out on it. We got 3 months a year to celebrate the love of the game that is Big Brother, and don't miss out on it. Go watch the house guest 24/7 by subscribing to Paramount Plus down in the description. Now, after Hide and Go Veto, there was a little bit of drama. Tucker was yelling at Quinn because all of his clothes had been ransacked in the head of household room. But I don't know. I think that's the nature of Hide and Go Veto. Nothing's off limits. I don't necessarily think yelling at Quinn was the best idea there. And listen, as much as I sometimes want to yell at Quinn because of how much he yells in the diary room, I don't think there was any need to yell at him there. You know, ransacking the whole house is the name of the game in Hide and Go Veto. You've got to flip mattresses, you've got to bust down shelves, you've got to kick the fridge open. Listen, if I was in there and I was fighting for my life, nothing is off limits. I would pull the pipes out the wall. I would smash the mirrors. I would need to know what's going on in there to get that veto. All right, like nothing's off limits. So I don't know. I think Tucker doing that was a little bit much. But anyways, yeah, no, he yelled at Quinn about that. But it was actually Brooklyn who did it. She was the one who ransacked his clothes after all that. She did admit all that to Chelsea. It was just very much just like a he said, she said. You know, it was you. But yeah, no. And Angela, actually, she ended up sticking up for Quinn as well. She thought it was calm again, adding to that cat and mouse game of it was him, it was her, it was him. But some others actually did believe it was Brooklyn, and it was. So yeah, but that was it's part of the game. I like it. It's drama. You know, that's part of being in Big Brother. It's that cooking pot. It's the boiling pot of paranoia where you're all pointing fingers at each other, and you're not always going to be right, and you're not always going to be wrong, but one thing's for sure, it's reality TV, and it's chaos. Now, with this talk of Quinn coming off the block, there was talk of Chemo, you know, telling Quinn, just stop talking, we're working on the vote. Joseph also had a little bit of a word with him later, saying we're working on getting the votes, we're working on things, the numbers. But the thing with Quinn is he just keeps talking. Quinn is I'm saying it straight up. Quinn is not a good player at all. You know, he is a terrible, terrible Big Brother player. He can't keep his mouth shut, and it seems like all he cares about is doing the deep dive with Taryn on Rob Has a Podcast. Which I get it. He's a super fan. I get it. I really do. But listen, that's a little bit embarrassing while you're supposed to be playing a game, and there's, you know, other people around you who are actually focusing on winning. It seems like the prize for most people is title of Big Brother and 750k, whereas Quinn just keeps going on and on and on about the deep dive, and it's like he cares about making some big flashy move, and he cares so much about it that he butchered his own power last week, sending his own ally home. He had arguably one of the best powers in Big Brother history, plus he was on the majority side of the house, and he still somehow sent his own ally home, and now he's on the block, and he still keeps talking and talking and talking. He's having a rough time, but it's of his own accord. That's why I can't feel sorry for him. I've seen people going, you know, they're beating up on Quinn, and I don't agree with Tucker yelling at him. That's beside. Like, I don't agree with that. But he has dug his own grave, right? There's so many excuses you can make saying, don't be so hard on Quinn, don't be so... But he is not a good player. He has really dug his own grave, you know, and he's not doing well at all, you know. He was even offered an out by Tucker on the wall. Do I think Tucker would have stuck to it? Maybe not, but Quinn apparently just kept trash talking him on the wall and then eventually fell off anyway. But Quinn is not a good player, and, you know, that's why Chemo and Joseph are saying, Quit talking. Quit talking. We're working on trying to get Tucker to get you off the block. It's almost like that side's going split now, though, because some want Quinn off the block, some don't, and it's on brand with BB26, and there's one word I keep using. It's chaos. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching as the juicy chaos continues in Big Brother 26. I'm going to give a shout out to all the wonderful super thanks that came in yesterday. Thank you to all these people who bought me a coffee. Y'all keep the channel chugging on, and you keep me chugging on, keeping this energy up, which is hard sometimes. But anyways, thank you so much. And Russell Bruno 9783, I appreciate you, my darling. Have the best day. Anita Star 7877 says, Brooklyn is rude, mean girl. Thanks. Well, thank you very much, Anita. I don't think you're the only one who in the Big Brother fandom who shares that opinion. Thank you so much, Anita. The Kwanzas with a very generous super thanks. I appreciate you so freaking much. Have the best day, my wonderful people. Have the best day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the season and the rest of the week. Thank you so much for your generosity. Cyberease Greninja says, it feels good to see your happy face right after I get off work. Well, that warms my heart. Thank you so much for your support. David Cushmore says, which jury member is Angela going to be? Do you think she wouldn't be in jury after all? She's probably going to make jury, especially if it starts next week. Remember that Angela is not like Evil Dick. Evil Dick was the villain and won the Big Brother game. Angela winning seems like a long shot, but stranger things have happened, David. Stranger things have happened. But I don't know. I think she'll be in jury. Well, who knows? I didn't think she would make it to jury a couple of weeks ago, so I might be surprised again. But thank you so much for your continued support, David. I appreciate you so very much, sir. Pink Curly Sony 19. Oh, wonderful human. Thank you so much. Tom, your New York boo is under the weather, but had to come say hi to my favourite overseas boo. Keep shining, you. Now go get a coffee. I will certainly do that, my darling. And I'm sending you so much love. I really hope that you feel better soon, and you're on the mend soon. I'm sending you lots of love, and have a wonderful day. Please feel better soon, and stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Kristen V3591, thank you so much, my darling. I appreciate you very much. And then we've got Holly Troxel again with an incredible donation. Thank you so much, Holly Troxel. Thank you for all that you do for us. All your updates are greatly appreciated. Well, you are greatly appreciated, my darling. I really appreciate you. Thank you so freaking much. Have the best day, Holly. Thank you. Thank you to all those wonderful people who sent in super thanks. If y'all feel like buying me a coffee, it really helps me keep the channel going. I've been quite vulnerable about how the algorithm hasn't been too kind to me this year. So all these wonderful people coming through, buying me coffees, I appreciate it. You know, even if it's just $1, it makes a difference. So thank you so much, gang. I appreciate all of you. Have the best day. I hope everybody's had a fantastic weekend. Make sure that you don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Say it with me. Good night.